All right, David Harry once again doing another preliminary microphone test. In this instance, I am using the lavalier or the omni lavalier by ESDDI. I think that's how it's pronounced. I think it's ESDDI. It's a very interesting lavalier actually. And what I'm doing right now is testing it with the Osmo Pocket. Now, what makes this lavalier really interesting is that it has a little box attached to it, which does one of two things depending upon the position of the switch. Now, in one position, what it does is allow its connection to be seen as a CTIA wired TRRS socket, which makes it like compatible with the vast majority of smartphones out there, because most smartphones, although they do have a TRRS socket, most of them are wired CTIA, which is the one which has like the reverse of the other method where the shield and the live are reversed onto different poles. Anyway, what it does when it's in that mode is just literally send the mic straight to the socket. But then what it also has is what it refers to as camera mode. Now, very interestingly, camera mode effectively puts it into a TRS configuration, and I'm assuming normalized hot pins 1, pins 2, or pole 1, pole 2, or tip and ring. Now, the other cool thing about that particular scenario, in fact, it's got really breezy all of a sudden. I've only got a foam filter on. But what makes it really interesting in that particular mode, the little box then becomes a power supply as well. And what's even more interesting about that is that the little box is a rechargeable battery as well. So it's great. So you just plug it into a USB charger or even into a computer that supplies power via the USB, and you just charge up this little box. So the box effectively is a switching unit to go between CTIA wired TRRS, or from what I understand, I mean, this test will kind of definitely tell me as to whether or not it's normalized or not, but it's definitely TRS. I'm assuming it'd be normalized. Yeah, so it's amazingly interesting, and quite possibly the most interesting thing about all that is it's only £18. It's ridiculous. So what it is, I've actually come out with an A-Lav, so not an A-Lav, a V-Lav by Deity, which does a similar thing, although it auto senses. But what it doesn't do, it doesn't provide power. Now, interestingly enough, because this is with the with the Pocket, quite often the Pocket responds better to pre-powered microphones, especially, you know, in auto mode. So I'm just wondering, you know, what it's going to sound like, and this take will let me know that anyway. Okay, so I think that's probably enough bump for this particular test, because this is in fact only a preliminary test. So what I'm going to do, if this ends up sounding good or whatnot, what I will do is make it available publicly on my test channel, and then on top of that, what I will do is I will put a link to it on the DJI Pocket forum as well. So anybody who comes across this, I would really appreciate it if you could leave some comments and let me know what you think about the sound and whatnot of the microphone. Actually, just for a few seconds, let me just, I'll just do some silence. Let's just see if it's hissy or not. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Yeah, the other thing as well, what I may even do, I may just put some links to this microphone if it ends up sounding really good, because before I end up doing a full video about it, people may just be interested in general off the back of just this quick test with it. But like I say, if it ends up sounding good, what I'll end up doing is doing like a full test where I'll do it indoors, in a noisy environment, then quiet environments like this and such. Okay, yeah, so anyways, if this has gone live and all the rest of it, and you've come across this, which you will have done if you've been watching it, which means it's definitely live and you're definitely watching it, I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.